Let's stop here. Go.
Cal, ahoy! Step tender, lad. This one's a rare catch indeed.
What is it?
The fabled farfish. Its tail is one riven with greed, soaked to the bone with tragedy. There are scant few far left on account of their succulent glands. But I do not intend to harvest the poor creature for its organs. I intend to bring it back to the saloon, where I might one day find a mate for it.
Playing matchmaker, huh? You found another fawfish before?
No. But fishing's about leaving the world better than you found it. A ripple's only as good as the stone you cast. Now for a tale, lad. Where were we? Ah, yes. By virtue of my prodigious fishing talents, I was taken to see the mysterious one they call Undone. I can see it still. Wee scuba, ushered into yon black-mouthed cave. I could barely make out a figure glinting with moonlight. I scrubbed my eyes like a old tar scrubbing the deck. And there she was, a vast creature. Great tentacles blooming from her blubber, like cables gorging on a fuel tank. One of the tentacles twitched into the air, just over my head, and then, wham! Right on the noggin, so I'm told. I staggered out the cave like a lover first acquainted with a deck. But something else happened. I think when that fell tentacle struck me, Undone took something straight out of my brain and put something else in.
She put something in your brain?
Aye, boy. The subtle art of catching a fish. The art of focus. And in the dark, with nothing but the bristles on your chin for company, that focus is special. From that day forward, when I plunged my line into the frigid waters, it would emerge with a fish. 3 times out of 7.
That's less than half.
My village told me that I'd be the one to save them from the great fish famine. Little did I know that the grapnel was soon to arrive on our shores.
Gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Perhaps, lad. And perhaps not. But that'll be a story for another time.
Welcome, Jedi.
Centauri Kree.
The path that we must walk is not always immediately visible to us. Only through patience, careful thought, and the wisdom of the Force will the way appear.
They believe something is behind the abyss?
That's right. A planet.
Well, I hope it's worth all this effort.
Never known Centauri Kree to shirk from a challenge.
No. And she seems exceptionally driven by this particular task.
Dead end? What's the point of this? Okay. No. I can figure this out.
My Padawan is impatient.
Weren't we all once? The question is, how will he overcome it?
I bet Z can get the data off this disk. What's this?
doesn't get up. The training's paying off.
We'll talk soon.
Exactly as planned.
I got you.
They're gonna recruit. Come on,
I need to focus.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
So how did you end up on the wrong side of the law?
After my studies, I worked in the Republic Tax Collection Agency, investigating revenue disputes.
You were a tax collector? Sounds pretty legitimate so far.
Drearily legitimate. But it did introduce me to a steady procession of people desperate for things to shake out in their favor, so to speak.
And you helped them out for a price.
Yes. But my fee was nothing compared to the price they paid at the hands of a corrupt system.
Whatever you say, Moran.
See you around, Cal.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Koboh, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. Sojourner?
So, this whole running around the galaxy, beating down bullies thing you got going on, what do you get at it?
Well, it's a better use of my time than drinking my life away in a cantina.
That you're wrong on, bud.
Barkeep,
Good to see you, Cal.
what kind of clientele you get here?
One dusty prospector after another, hoping to strike it rich on old tech or priorite. Sometimes I wonder why I bother. Anyone with real credits to spend leaves Koboh in a hurry. At least they're less likely to die in here than out there.
You should write that on the side of the saloon. See you later, Monk. We barely escaped Coruscant, Grease. Wish I had you by my side.
Yeah, me too. There'd be less to repair on the Maneth.
You ever have any close calls like that?
Oh, yeah. I was out in the Ryloft system one time. Suddenly, I see 3 modified light corvettes on my tail. Oh, yeah, it was bad. Weakway pirate. I tried every evasive move in the book. Full throttle, I couldn't lose them.
So how'd you escape?
I managed to divert the power from the ship's climate control to its engines. It gave me the extra boost to shake those pirates off. and a new trick to push the Mantis whenever I needed it.
That's why the Mantis always gets colder at full speed.
A greasy secret. Don't you tell nobody. Later.
Ah, lad. Cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
It didn't make a fetching first impression. I've a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to cram a mollusk through a sieve.
Oh, can't unhear that.
Hey, buddy. Hiya, Cal.
You and droids seem to get along, don't you?
Sure do. Always had trouble connecting with people. Droids are logical, easy to fix when broken. People are unpredictable.
No kidding. But once you find the right person, it gets easier.
Hope so. Let's chat later.
This place is starting to fill up, Cal. Guess the word is out.
It's looking pretty good.
Seeing this place start to get its legs feels like the start of something historic. What if, centuries from now, there's a city here? Even Aldera was just a lumber colony once.
Doma better start investing in urban planning.
True. Turgle told me he named a road after his foot. Hey.
You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah, the Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander diagnosed my predicament and graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. That chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while. I'm busy, young Jedi.